Hey guys, alright, let me get the game booted up here. Alright.
Marvelous.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. My chair is slightly broken. I gotta fix it later. I'm expecting a little bit of a lower turnout today, if a turnout at all, just because we're only doing side stories. Okay. Let's get a good look at this. Look at that. Who am I still missing? So I'm missing... I assume that's Bathory, Archimedes, and Artoria are the ones I'm missing. If I have time today, I might go for Artoria. See if I can get her on the Tomomo mission, because I've heard the Tomomo mission's pretty easy to get her on. But I took a photo of Takos's list of side stories that are good here. So we're not doing Archimedes or Liz's because they're both unavailable. Today I should probably focus on Nameless and Gilgamesh, and if we have time, we'll do Medusa and Lubu, which are the funny ones that Takos recommends. So start with Nameless here. Oh, we're immediately going in here. Okay. No story or no conversations. Let's take a look at the map here. So there are no arena traps, so we should be fine. Before I do that, though, let's give Nameless some instant skills, since he does have room for them. Let's think. Give him some extra power against servants. Number of KOs. Make his Extella maneuver stronger. And for this last one... Hey, Frostshard. We're doing serious and silly, yeah. Just because serious are the ones I want to get out of the way before we do the golden route at the very least. Because I can come back to doing silly once we're done if I need to. Since we're going to have to come back for another round of these anyways to do Archimedes. +7 defense against servants, or just +10 normally? I'm doing +10 normally. Okay. Yeah, Takos. We're doing Nameless first. Can you hear me, my generals? Castor's army has already taken hold of those lands. Each of you, commence your attacks in unison from the entry point assigned you. I shall give you the signal shortly. Well. It seems I'm finally in the thick of it. I committed to the military, but to think I'd be sent to the front lines. To be paired with you. Wonder if our king even wants to win. Oh yeah, same here. There's no way I'd ever want to work together with you. You play defense and I play offense. Our tastes and methods are completely opposite, aren't they? They are. So the two of us should attack from different routes. I hope you can take care of the enemy general on your end. That spear hasn't rusted from all your time as a court servant, has it? Doesn't rust, shit-face. And I see that big mouth of yours still works too. But are you sure you're okay with all this? Don't you have other shit to take care of? Well, that's that. And this is this. For now, my being a servant takes priority. Besides, I have a bit of connection with that master. How should I put it? It's the first time we've met, but we're not exactly strangers. So I know the master better than you might think. Right now, I'll just do the job I've been trusted to do. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. So I'm guessing you want to keep this a secret from the little miss, right? Man, and you call me a court servant. All right, troops preparations are complete. All generals, charge in. And there's our Emperor's order. I'm going to go ahead, Archer. Don't let your guard down and get knocked out on your ass. I'll keep that in mind. You just be careful not to get swept on your feet. Okay. I meant to go towards an aggressor. I was gonna say I'm doing this so I can get ahead of these. Get this because they're all here, but looks like it wants me to do this first. It's locked the area. Okay, where's the last one? Okay. Moving on. We've taken this place. Let's move on. I've been waiting for you. You have no chance of winning. Oh, this again? This place is already under my eye, locked in my blood fort Andromeda. Yes, please do. What sectors do I need to take? Oh, look, I'm already on one. Just keeping an eye on that plant for if it goes active. Alright, that plant's already started. But I need to... Oh no, I'm not stopping that one. Okay. That was really quick. Where are the aggressors? I'm not a huge fan of Emiya's playstyle here. He's very stiff, weirdly. Alright, I need to stop that plant. And it's worth taking this area just because it's not. The aggressors were right there. Okay. Alright, back to taking Blood Fort locations. Could I have grabbed the NP? Yeah. I'll come back for that, though. I'll be back over here later anyways. Oh, wait, hang on. Now they're already attacking over there. Okay. One more to deal with. Alright, I'm gonna go collect these circuits. That's not what I was looking for. Looks like they're gonna take another... Oh, and that's an important one, too. Okay, I need to get over there quickly. Just in time. Okay. Not gonna spend too much time here, although I probably should, but hang on. There should be a... Because this isn't it. Yeah, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let you kill who you want to kill here. I don't have the ability to take you out. Yeah, I know. I've got time for that other one. And gone. just taking care of that. Oh, it's gone. Okay, cool. Not gonna... Okay, where's Lubu? Is that plant going to 2 places at once? Okay. I noticed that earlier. There was a double line from the plant earlier, so... I lost a pretty big area there, so I'm gonna go get that back. Once I've taken this. That's my next destination anyways, as soon as I capture this area. Alright, captured, and we're heading back over there. Why does it say 10? Alright, that's literally this area cleared already, so... Alright, where's the out? Hey, look! Oh, they already cleared that? Didn't realize that cleared it already. That area was worth a lot. Is it because that Lu Bu took out like 2 servants? Or because that force took out 2 servants? It has to be. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go capture this one area with the new plant. Alright, back to that one area. Oh no, Orchies can't come to me. Cool. Where's she at? Here we go, guys! Bone Sword! And we win. Okay. Open the stream on my phone here and... Hey, look! I'm good at the game, guys! Alright, let's take a look here and see what's going on in chat. Because I did not open it up on here, and I haven't looked at chat that much since the stream started. It's always harder with Extella. All the way up to 5 in this first map. Okay. Sue for weapon infringement. You know what, Zerhura? That probably was a Wilhelm scream. That's my text tone. So, if you hear a Wilhelm scream, usually it's me. And let's see. Two plants. No, it was only ever one. Infinite Sharp Factory EX. I'm hoping some of Emiya's later combos are a little bit more satisfying. Oh, poor Nero. I failed you. I have an Altera mission clear objective? Okay. Oh, yay. I've bonded up with Archimedes. Huzzah. Alright, I'm out of Archimedes' sight. I see he didn't plan to get wrapped around the Emperor's finger. Hold it, Ryder. You should go back to Caster's base. What's the meaning of this? I thought you were on Saber's side. On Saber's side? Really now? I'm just going along with that master, the one called Hakuno Kishinami. I'm not here to help the Emperor build their empire, although that does sound a bit interesting. And you? It's not as if you're drunk off Caster's witchery and recalling your former passions, are you? You're a crafty one, aren't you? And what if that were true? What if I told you I wanted to become a monster? Frankly, I'd be surprised, and I'd probably swear off ever trusting women again. I'm joking, of course. I have my own reasons for serving under Caster. I take your kind suggestions this time around to stabilize this new seraph. It looks like we have the same goal, although our motives may differ. Good to hear. With that in mind, please forget our battle just now. No, that's a whole other matter. I won't forget the bad blood between us. I will pay you back many times over. Well, she is a snake after all. Great, another problem for the pile. Hey, hell of a cutscene. Oh my god! Not having new instant skills? Not really. It's a little harder, I guess, because you don't get bond conversations here. You have to go straight for mission rewards. Okay, any arena traps here? Not seeing any. I am below the recommended level, though, so this ought to be fun. Although Saber broke up Caster's camp, another group has appeared. We're getting close to the root of all this, but the problem is... Oh, so you are here, Mr. No-Name. The battle's about to start. Shouldn't you be at the side of our king? Archer is fine. Archimedes, I'm more comfortable being called that. Not fond of your true name. To say you'd rather be called your class, even outside the Holy Grail War. I wouldn't expect a scholar to understand, especially some man behind the curtain who's never even fought in a Holy Grail War. That's quite harsh, but you do understand that I am a heroic spirit as well. Perhaps I was in the Holy Grail War at least once, in a place you're not aware of. You haven't. The hero Archimedes has never participated in the Holy Grail War, or to be more accurate, fighting in a Holy Grail War takes a certain understanding of others, which you don't have. You wouldn't even care about who you're fighting with, or against, am I wrong? Archimedes of Syracuse? Well then. What are you two doing? Having a little rendezvous behind the tent? When did you become so friendly? This battle has begun. Archer, I command you to stop that giant thing immediately. The Emperor has spoken. It sounds like we have more to say to each other, but for now, let's get to war, scholar. Of course. I look forward to seeing your performance, Mr. No-Name. Bet you I could take this one really quickly. I should go stop those plants, though. Alright. Stop those plants and then go to Iskandar. Alright, time for the other plant, which is actually going to get there before I do. Dang it! Okay, not worth destroying that plant now. It's going to take that sector. Where are you at? There you are. Alright, and let's take you two out. Okay, and I want to go stop that plant before it gets anywhere with that invasion. I'll come back for the NP circuit. I'll need to come take this area up north for one anyways. I don't want to take as long on this one that I did last time. Also, I want to get rid of those traps. Ah, you're kidding me. I'm taking this place first, but... Oh, there's two of them. Okay. Much as I want to stop you, I don't have the time. And I'm not... I'll kill this aggressor here, but... And of course, that one sector that I wanted to take earlier is got a plant in it now. And it's on the attack. How are you looking, big guy? I need you to die too. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go deal with this Kandar now. And where are you at now? Oh, there you are. Nope, not who I want to attack. Again, not who I want to attack, but I'm just going to finish off the combo anyways. At least I hit him. Oh, you're... Come on! Just stick around! Okay. And I might actually not make it in time to that plant. That's gonna suck if I don't. Can you not Iskandar? Or at least stay still so I can kill you. I'll get his Kandar in a minute. Oh, and there's a plant. Okay. Okay, where is that last one? If it's not a big guy, I'm gonna take it. Okay, dealing with this Kandar now. Yeah, you're just gonna die now. Just stay dead. Okay. I'm gonna take a roundabout way because that plant is moving real slowly. Yeah. Okay, where are you at? I can deal with you guys quickly. Alright, dealing with that plant now. And there we go. All at once. Not be, yeah, it is a little bit funny as you, when you're like dashing through sectors, you just take all the enemies with you. Hey, 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 Justice. Not even gonna try that. It's a little unfortunate that the Noble Phantasms in this game are just kind of a boss final phase skip button. The battle is over. That's as far as you get, La Pucelle. Even your true name discernment doesn't do much to me, since I'm just a placeholder for someone without much of a backstory. But maybe you could enlighten me instead. Why would you help Altera? Never mind that. Why would you join up with that planet? Didn't Seraph summon you as a guardian? You know of the planet? Who exactly are you? Like I said, I'm no one. I'm a John Doe. John Doe. Someone who does not exist in this world. So did Seraph summon you as a hero as well? Summoned. Well, summoned, it would be a load off my mind if I had been summoned on purpose, but... Oh, that's my problem, not yours. Let me figure that one out. Let's talk more about you, Ruler. Why are you aligned with Altera? Did she place some sort of Gios on you? No, this is my decision. There's still a chance for the hero Altera to survive. It won't solve the root of the problem just to defeat her. That's what the voice tells me. Is this what you call the voice of God? Unfortunately, no. It's something more that my own hesitation, something that my own heart feels. So that's it. Not an edict from the Seraph, or the one you believe in, but something of your own intuition. Then I can leave it in your hands without any worries. A guardian's decisions are always wise, but their bigger decisions usually result in a mass wipe of Seraph. And if that happens, it'll ruin the new world we've built here. Let's put that opinion aside for now. I'll leave Altera to you and go on searching. Goodbye, Ruler. If we happen to meet again, pretend you don't know me. Oh, no, wait, just a minute. All talk aside, you and I still have a score to settle. Emiya just collecting rivals every single fight. Okay, I've got a new one. But it's not enough to link, so I can do whatever color I want here. I kind of want my normal attacks to increase, but... I'm doing just fine against servants. I just need more power on my normal attacks. Okay. Alright, any arena traps here? Oh, what? Interesting. Oh, so these side missions only unlock as you complete actual stories. This probably doesn't unlock until I finish the Golden Path. Okay. Alright, well, we'll back out then. Alright, what's another side story we want to progress? Wasn't it Gilgamesh's that was recommended by Tacos? Yeah. Alright, let's... First things first, I'm just going to jack up his attack power. And I want to give him some more Extella maneuver power. Give him extra damage against servants, too. Ah, okay. Well, we'll play that final one during our final run. Maybe that'll have to be a Saturday stream, so it can be a little bit longer, so we can do a few more side stories. Okay, so this first stage, there's a servant at the very back, and then there's... It's leaned in our favor, but I have a feeling that it's not meant to be this easy. Like, that, I can imagine that we're probably going to immediately drop a few areas, or I'll be locked somewhere. It looks like we've reached a standstill. That red saber is quite the commander. I had thought it might be amusing to play supporting role for once, but I've changed my mind. I will enter the battle. Altera, there's nothing for you here. Stand back. What kind of change of heart is this? I thought you said that you could only lend me your hand once. Don't talk such nonsense. Are you even awake? Let's be clear, I haven't even lifted a single finger for you yet. Don't get that wrong. So being my support staff doesn't count as effort for you. Consumed with your pride as usual, I see. If you're considering lending a hand now, this must be serious. That sounds almost like understanding. Better late than never, I suppose. I'd say that Red Saber's a match for you. Give her a chance. You two might make a nice couple. I'm not here to listen to your nonsense, King of Heroes. Is this your idea of help? This is just a game to me. I spotted a familiar face in the enemy ranks, and I thought, why not put them down, here and now? Return to your throne, Altera. Both you and that mongrel master of yours should conserve your power for now. Your battle with destiny isn't here, so don't misjudge where to put your life on the line. Fine. Thank you, King of Heroes. I'll leave this battlefield to you. Rampage as you see fit. Fair enough. I'm not that worried about the bond missions right now. I should reserve some chi. I'll see how you fare against my wushu. Yeah, Gilgamesh moving a little slower. I'm actually going to let those back areas fall a little quickly. Because I'd like to get this, my side of this completed pretty, I will go after Assassin if he's close enough, though. Okay. Now I'm going to go save save a sector here. After I collect the key. Or the NP circuit. Good God, Gilgamesh is slow. Okay, come on. I need to go protect this one area.
無礼者どもを仕留めに行くぞ。殺し合う。
Okay, I should actually go deal with that assassin. Hang on, they're both in though. I can clear this real quickly. Okay. Alright, go take out Li Xuan.
思い知ったか。おお、防衛が間に合ったか。それでこそ我が戦友よ。
アサシンが姿を現している。奴が姿を消す前にしと。アサシンが姿を現
Where are you at, assassin?
奴が姿を消す前に仕留めろ。
何をしている。我らのセクターが襲われているではないか。やはりつまらぬ。よくぞ来た。我が手にそうしてくれる。かか、わしを相手に手を取れるか。分かってはいるだろう。損害が広がっているぞ。勝負は久方ぶりよ。もうしばらく付き合ってもらうぞ。地の利を失った。一旦下がってもらおうか。喜べ、褒美だ。褒めてやろう。そうだ。これはどうだ。
Okay. Alright, now to go control these farther sectors. Wait, where's Assassin? Instead of fucking around here with Emmy, I should probably go deal with Assassin if he's in the... if he's attacking. Oh, I see him. Yeah. Alright. All according to plan. Get over the building. I want to get out of here quickly. Because I'm going to ride this wave a little bit. Where's he at? Okay. Now to go deal with these two plants. Both of them attacking pretty long ranged. Oh, I already cleared the... Okay. Where'd the plant go? There it is. Alright, am I actually going to fight Ku here, or am I going to focus on capturing these areas? The answer seems to be fighting Ku, because this is ridiculous. Okay. Actually, hear me out here. Nah. I'll be back.
グラントがいるな。あれから倒すぞ。俺に背中を見せるかな。いいぜ。猟犬の真似事といこうか。こしゃくな。良い仕事だ。マスター。やはりつまらん。俺に背中を見せるかな。いいぜ。猟犬の真似事といこうか。そうだ。出し惜しむなよ。いいぞ。こしゃくな。くだらはいやったやるではない。
Alright, there we go. Your turn.
出番だ。起きよ、エア。天の断りを知るがよい。死して敗せ。エヌマエリス。
Yeah, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is on the Nintendo Switch Online. I'm actually pretty happy about that.
ここも我が領土となったか。よく。
I actually might still film the EX on the lost HP alone. Jesus Christ. Trying not to get hit by Ku while killing the aggressors is the worst part. Yeah. God damn it. That was almost like danger for a moment, but no. You look ready for your last rites. Let me be the one to finish you, Lancer. Hey, sorry to cut it to you when you're on a roll, but looks like your home base is in danger. What? I'm not actually the main event. I think your house should be on fire just about now thanks to our great Emperor's blitz tactics. Simply put, you won the battle and lost the war. This isn't the first time, you know. You get so caught up in your games you leave your ass hanging, right? You fool! Sorry, guys. Can you rub up against the mic a little bit? You fool! What kind of man could ever get anything done if he were always looking over his shoulder? The backstabbing cowards are at fault here, not me. I guess you could say that, but was it really such a great plan not to pay attention? Oh, you cease your incessant yapping, mongrel. Fine, I'll punish you later. Back to base now. Saber! I didn't get any bond level up, so I doubt I'll have new instance skills. Yeah.
贈り物ですわ。何か。
Yeah. Alright, once again, I am woefully underleveled here. Assuming there's no gimmicks, I think the best plan is actually to be going straight for that plant sector, because that's 4 full keys. And if I take it, even if I lose the sector, it's right here next to these 3s. It gives me a block to protect. To think they would hack directly into the Zero Dark, it looks like they have a high-level caster on their side. It's Archimedes, Seraph's personal security administrator. If he didn't care about the risk, he could have fronted a digital attack on my stone room as well. Archimedes. I've never heard of him. What kind of man is he? You don't know of Archimedes? A hero like you? Very well, Archimedes is... I see, I get the idea. I suppose anyone who cared to know would know his name. He may have left his mark on history, but... Have you noticed? He's never sided with humans, not since becoming a hero. What he feels towards humanity must be pure, unadulterated. No, never mind. His nature will leak from his mouth when we come face to face with him. First, we have to take care of the other matter at hand. I was careless to let this happen. Allow me to undo the damage. Let me know how this battle goes, Altera. This kind of trap? Pfft, I could buy and sell it. Your Highness, in minutes we'll have finished hacking into the Zero Dark core. We could send Sir Gawain in soon. I see. How long will it take? To 12 minutes until execution. Please leave it to me, Lord of the Moon Cell. The main base is being hacked. The enemy planned to infiltrate. Gawain's presence will mean our base's downfall. Stop him from entering. Jesus. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm not fighting you. Is there another aggressor besides Nero, or is it just Nero chasing me? Yeah, Nero's the aggressor. Okay. We're leaving this sector. Come on, Saber. Just get to, you know, wait for you to enter. Okay.
しというやつよな。もはや勝手早く片付けるとしよう。援軍か。ダメ押しというやつよな。もはや勝利以外ありえまい。
セイバーを無視し他のセクター制圧に見せる。
それ試合に応えるとしよう。最低の時だ。
私にとっては小さな数値だね。
ここも我が領土となったか。余興にはちょうどいい。
I should have grabbed the magic, the Noble Phantasm circuit earlier. I can get it later. I'll just run with the boss, run from the boss over there.
よほど潰してほしいと見える。そうでなくてはな。あと8分で任務が完了します。最低の時だ。ここも我が領土となったか。余興にはちょうどいい。飛ぶぞ。急ぐがいい。
I don't really plan to take 2 sectors, because I know Nero's running around this field as well. So, and I think we are still on the time limit. Smart, stupid.
これでは戦線の道だ。
Ah,
仕方ありません。私も戦場へ戻るほかない。ほう、制圧したか。進軍で世と歯を競うのだな。無様よな。下策はあえなく敗れたか。所詮は雑種の浅知恵領。タピン。
あとはその騎士を破壊しろ。お前には用意だな。
膠着状態か。これはそろそろ。従者ガウェイ参上しました。膠着状態か。これはそろそろ鬼面と追い込まれるぞ。最低の時だ。太陽の聖剣よ、私に力を。下策をもって王の領域を侵そうとした不敬。死してはる。下策をもって王の領域を侵そうとした不敬。
Man, I'm really feeling Gilgamesh here.
ですが学士殿の策はなされました。
I have failed, but the scholar's plan has succeeded. We may have lost the battle, but we've won this war. Won the war? That's what you're going to say, right? Enough of that. I'm tired of hearing that phrase. Besides, I knew you had something like this plan. You've been playing into our trap all this time. What are you talking about? Does this mean... do you mean to suggest that the scholar has deceived us? Huh. So you suspected your plan might be going too well, then. Well, observe, Knight of the Round Table, or whoever you are. That little hack went far too smoothly. This is not the first time Archimedes has touched the Zero Dark, far from it. Are you starting to put the pieces together yet? I must say, I did appreciate that little speech about justice. It moved me to tears, really. I can't believe that I... It seems I've been strung along as well. I won't forget this, Archimedes. I've prepared a painful gift for you as thanks. Alright, can I actually play further in his story? Yes, I can. And I'm level 8 out of 16. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. It's not long for mindless chatter. It's the last game. I suppose you could scatter some of the enemy. After that, it will be your battle, Altera. Fight against what fate has in store for you, and meet your unfortunate end. Those are the only words I have for you. You're a strange man. Cold, but warm enough to appreciate the world. Merciless, but generous enough to laugh off mistakes. Both you and the King of Conquerors. None of you ancient kings can be measured with reason. I feel like I understand why I lost as well. You compare me to him. I suppose I haven't finished proving my superiority. Then let's go, heroic spirit Altera. Burn the brilliance of the king into your eyes until the moment we part ways. The third praetor is just beyond this point. Can you get us in there, Archimedes? Please leave it to me, my lord. I'll hack through at once. Saber's arrived at my base. Danger is approaching, my prisoner. You've made a mistake. How long will the cavern hold? Not long. You must take back the base as soon as possible. You've shown your hand, Altera. I will have the honor of taking Saber's head. The sector is a shield. We're confined. The shields are connected to the aggressors. Destroy them and they'll be dispelled. Hurry. And there we go.
シールドが解除された。先を急いでくれ。
防衛は成功だ。この俺がテスから守ったのだから当然だがな。
I have an update on the cavern. The cavern will be breached in 6 minutes. Hurry.
間に合ったか。そうでなくては困る。セクター制圧がシールド解除の鍵だ。頼む。
They're all right here, so I'm just gonna...
最低の時だ。
センター撃破。頑張ったな。私にとっては小さな数値だが。
雨に濡れるか。ここも我が領土となったか。余興にはちょうどいい。
制圧したか。よくやった。よし。シールド解除。先へ進め。
最低の時だ。
Okay. Moving on.
制圧したか。よくやった。シールド解除。英雄を先へ進んでくれ。
こ
And a dead end. Of course. Gah. There we go. Is that just going to be the end of the fight? No, I don't think so. Because I can still... Yeah, that's sort of the problem with the NPs in this game. They basically become glorified, like, quick boss killing, in my opinion. Or, yeah, you could clear an area, but... A portal of the throne is open. Hurry, Saber and the others are. Finally, you made me work quite hard, didn't you, mongrels?
制圧したかも。よくやった。
これでしまいか。遊びにしては歯ごたえがあったな。
Hang on, what's the right way in? There it is. Gonna actually fight the boss, I guess. Oh, what the hell? What are you doing here? Are you gonna kill me with Excalibur? And you're about to kill me against the Noble Phantasm. God dang it. Is that the secondary meter? I went this entire time and I didn't even know that meter was in the game.
ここまでですか。無念です。
At least I didn't fail you, Medusa. It looks like this battle's over, Saber. What good fortune to run into you on this battlefield. No, not fortune, fate. I suppose the Moon Cell summoned you just as it did the other top servants, but how unfortunate for you. You will not cut down the pieces of the Umbral Star. You will have to leave it to Hakuno to settle things with Altera. Your destiny is now decided. I know you've waited for this day. Now both you and your Divine Sword will join me at my side. No, such a wound could never fell me. This battle has only begun, King of Heroes. You know so much, and yet you act only upon your base desires. I shall end your tyranny and cut down your... Gilgamesh, just now, your hand blackened. It looks like the second one has arrived. Altera is merely a force of physical destruction, but this is unfortunately a weapon that corrupts the soul. To think that being on the far side of the moon would affect me like this. This malicious information has begun its work on me first. Malicious information? Is it true then that all the world's evils were cast to the far side of the moon? Where are you going, King of Heroes? I'm not done talking. By your leave, King of Knights. There's something I must do first. We will settle things once I have taken care of this troublesome chore. But brace yourself. Even I have no idea what will happen when we next meet. At the very least, try to put up a fight. Now is the phenomenon the original source of the goddess of revenge, or something that has merely taken its shape? Not that it matters much to me. I will see for myself the truth of Velber a step ahead of you all. Wonderful. Sequel bait. Ugh. Look, just add that one to the pile of other projects Type Moon has yet to follow up on. What was it like? It never will. Look, just gotta believe, gotta believe. Teasing Guilt Alter for 9 years. It's a little unfortunate. Frost Shard of. Yeah, maybe we don't put that in the chat, Frost Shard. All right, so there were a set of funnier side stories. I think I'm going to save those. I do want to keep going a little bit, though. Yeah, we'll save the funny 3 for their own stream. Can't do Archimedes today, but I'll do Archimedes, the end of Nameless, and at least one of the funny streams after we finish the main story, I think. In the meantime, let me pull up a guide to unlocking Saber, because I know it's a 1-level thing, so we'll make at least some attempts here. Unlocking Artoria Extella. I know they patched it to make it easier, too, so... Alright, we're going to do this in Tomo's campaign, because this will be the easiest one to do. I'm so full and happy. I've had Caster's home cooking and a nice hot bath, and now I'm drowsy thinking about whether to head to bed or not. How satisfied can I be? I'm starting to feel like I don't need anything else. Cherry blossoms are blooming today in the Millennium Capital. I think tomorrow will be the same. Our days are breezing by peacefully. Oh, are you ready, my darling? You should get dressed for bed. What would you like to wear, or could I pick something for you? Or you could just go with nothing. I mean, that's a choice, I'd say. Don't you think so? If you want to send me what the original version was, go ahead, Tacos. I'd be interested to take a look, because I've heard it's bad. I choose nothing. Heavens me! You really want to get into the futon nude? You wild, gorgeous, and savage. Oh, I can hardly endure it much longer. Her voice is a strong and decisive tone. And you know, I'm feeling a bit hot myself. It is a wife's duty to fulfill her darling's needs, after all. Okay, Tomomo. For some reasons, Caster's extra aggressive tonight. Must be the heat. I'm several kinds of hot, too, but not thirsty hot. More like I need a release I've been feeling all day. Okay. Now that the maid's gone, the cleaning and the bed making is all up to me, so there'll be no one else to disturb us. She's right, this place is now a private home for the two of us. My husband, no, my dear heart. Thank you for the meal. Oh, not that, well, oh yes. Please take care of me. Not here yet. The crow's cries bring in the sunset. The light turns the after-school classroom red. A lone girl is there, as if she's waiting for someone. Who is this girl? It seems I don't even need to say it. She's waiting, through the old pudding and the letter in the shoebox and the morning shtick. She's trying to wait for that person to arrive. Need I say any more? That person is none other than Hakuno Kishinami. What? You actually came? Why are you so honest? It's just like last week, yesterday, and even today. Remember when the teacher said you'd be a delinquent if you ever started going out with me? But even though she says that, that whole thing was my fault. The first day I transferred here, I was late and crashed into her, causing a Kiara incident on the school route. Jesus. Or rather, we got tangled and fell into an awkward position. Now we both felt that strange feeling. No matter how you look at it, it's all my fault. I did the obvious thing and apologized. I followed her around until she forgave me. Kind of over the top in retrospect, but I don't care about that right now. That was my fault anyway. I wasn't looking where I was going, and on our hands ended up on each other's chests, right? No, I mean, how do you like the school so far? I think I'm used to it, but it's all because she kindly gave me a tour. Well, I didn't do it to be nice. And how are your studies? Can you make it to the cafeteria on your own? Not that I'm worried about you or anything. It's just what, you know, we got caught up in that whole situation, and... Oh, she's worried about me. Even if she doesn't want to say it. She might be trying to play it cool, but she's really much kinder and more caring than she lets on. But all that aside, I wonder why she called me here after school. Because we're, you know, that thing happened, and if that thing happened, there's only marriage left, right? I mean, we might as well be a married couple. I mean, we're going to be married someday, but, you know, I never really confessed to you yet. What kind of Tomo fanfiction is this? Ah, quite a performance, wouldn't you say? You'll never be bored with me. That's the Tomo Corporation guarantee. I've been thinking up romantic scenarios to reenact. Would you like to play one out with me and my husband? Ah, now I see. I thought I was looking at a dream of hers, but I guess it's a story she thought of. So she somehow projected that story as a living image. In reality, we're in my room and she's in front of me. Where'd she come up with this idea? You see, as my newly formed seraph, I learned all kinds of things about high school humans. And heavens me, I was inspired and put my shape-shifting skills to good use. What do you think? Stylish, isn't it? So you like cosplay? Is that it? I understand what cosplay is, but I also feel this strange power about it. Gathering people's thoughts is the foundation of witchcraft. This outfit is the equivalent to a ley line of that sort. It's as if this outfit was tailor-made just for me. At least, I think it fits me well. What do you think, my husband? Anyway, dear heart, after all our chats, I felt the winds of change here in my room, like a new expression of a modern Talmo art style. This image place moves me. I'd like to enjoy it on a regular basis. You can even call it a club activity, in other words. With this command seal, I totally order you. You're not allowed to say anything more, schoolgirl caster. New costume. Okay. Another discussion? Or talk? Oh, my eyes are wide open. How about yours, dear? Are you still up? Oh, I love the way you gaze at me. I'm not dreaming, am I? Is that alright if we talk just for a little while? Yeah, I can't sleep either. What should we talk about? Oh yeah, I want to hear more about the Millennium Capital. Why did Castor go with the cherry blossom theme? Cherry blossoms? Matt, you ask. I don't think I had any special reason. I just wanted this new Seraph's capital to be different than the old Kyoto. There were a few cherry blossoms before, but not this many. One thing led to another, and it looked like this. I suppose it was always my image of the ideal city. Tomo Namaya, Castor's true name. She was a legendary fiend who caused trouble in Kyoto during the Han period. She was considered one of 3 great fiends of Japan. I heard that in the end humans brought her down and sealed her away. To Castor, Kyoto in the Han era wasn't always so full of cheer and sunshine. But even so, the Millennium Capital is a beautiful place. The Tomo style art isn't widely understood, but it's overlooked as a local quirk. It goes to show that she remembers the beauty of her life among humans, not just the violence and envy. And that makes me really happy. I'm glad to know there's more to Castor than pain in the past. Well, you could see it that way if you'd like. I can't say if it's right or wrong. I thought I'd rather you be right. Honestly, I have a hard time juggling that for myself. Maybe I am just a pitiful fiend driven by spite and jealousy of humans. I couldn't deny that if someone accused me of it. Even so, you're beautiful. Thank you very much, my darling. Just hearing you say that is more than enough for me. Again? More bond lines. Oh, look at that. We're in the bath this time. Listen to this, won't you? Something I heard from Ryder. I can't say for sure, but apparently some of the NPCs here in the capital are involved in the Holy Grail War. If they are here, the first thing they need to do is come pay their respects to my husband. But that won't happen. They haven't done that yet, have they? Yeah, not that I can remember. I especially don't remember anyone telling me, yo, long time no see. I definitely would have introduced them to Castor if they had. Has the fact that you won the Holy Grail War, gained the royal authority, and become king not gotten through to them? This is a grave situation. Yes, a super grave one. As the wielder of the royal authority, and by your own merit, you saved the Earth and Seraph from no less than the Umbral Star. And you're the ruler of the Millennium Capital. There is no one higher than you, Hakuno Kishinami. No, I want her to hold off for a bit. If she announces it that way, it'll make me blush. I'd rather keep that whole thing on a need-to-know basis. No, I can't agree to that at all. Your great deeds should spread your legends all the way around to the Earth. But at the very least, everyone on Seraph should know. The new Seraph is still expanding daily with uncharted territories all over the place. At this rate, lost servants and NPCs are going to keep popping up in those territories. And this is unconfirmed, but even people from Earth, and none of them are going to pay you the proper respect. As long as they don't plan to threaten Seraph's unification, I'm fine with things as the way they are. Royal authority or not, I don't like the idea of forcing people into line. Maybe I'm still an idealist, but when that sort of thing comes up, I can't, Castor. Yes? I get where this is going. And if she wanted to get there already, then good, so do I. But let's stop talking and get on with it. Wow, I'm impressed. How primal of you. I'd always thought of you as a more docile type, but here you are, bearing your wild side. Oh, darling. And yes, of course, I'm ready whenever you are. When I'm exposed in hot water, I'm always ready for you. So please, do as you like to me, won't you? Okay, are we done with bond lines, finally? Yes, we can get on to actually trying to win this. So I believe it's this stage. Okay, what are the instructions on how to do this? So step 1, choose this stage. Mystery side is selected. Complete the regime matrix. So just going to have to bum rush it. Okay, so I need to eat 5 yakisoba breads once I've already captured everything but the sector I need for this mission. I'm gonna do this on easy mode. Nah, I should do it on normal mode just so I don't get... just so I can actually lose health quickly. Sector J. Is there a way to tell which sector is J? We'll try this first on normal mode. If I can't get my health low enough to actually not to actually get yakisoba breads to spawn, I'll do hard mode. So I need to figure out which sector is J. Okay. Which one is J? J is the bottom right corner, so just avoid taking that one. Okay. Don't take that sector and instead complete the regime matrix. Where are you?
して徹底的にぶっ潰します。
敵を甘く見ていたか。中立セクターが取られたぞ。
進軍します。優しく殺してあげましょう。
このまま一気に攻めるぞ。各自戦力の手薄なところから落とせ。
任せるがよい。世の華々しき活躍を見よ。
おお、言われるまでもねえ。片っ端から攻め落とす。中立セクターロストマトリックスを発見し制圧しろ。
おや、何やら違和感が。この近くにロストマトリックスがあるようです。ご主人様、周囲を探してみましょう。怪しいところに攻撃するのです。
ロストマトリックスを確保した。その調子だ。
気がついたらマップが真っ赤っかというか完全敗北寸前。我が軍大ピンチです。
Hi, Koo. Oh, I didn't get the item and drop rate code cast increase. I'm not worried about it.
ついたらマップが真っ赤っかというか完全敗北寸前。我が軍大ピンチです。だらしのないこと。制圧完了しました。あとはお好きにどうぞ。
引き続き捜索を続ける。狐の姉ちゃんか。ここで会ったからにはこれ以上進ませねえ。
あちらについたのは貴様の不運。軽くあしらってやるとしよう。
やりやがったな。おいやった。
ああ、もう味方がピンチです。ご主人様、面倒ですが助けに行きましょう。
チンカラやってんな。ってな。
失礼しました。反撃参ります。参ります。天幕赤面。
やるじゃねえか。ここまでかよ。悪いな。先に楽になす。500いくらか。おめでとう。
こちらです。制圧完了。この調子で徹底的にぶっ潰します。
楽しみに制圧した。今日を据える女は違うということか。
ジャンプ。プラント発見です。私、あれ大嫌いです。というか完全敗北寸前。我が軍大ピンチです。戦隊撃破とは。あ、いえ失礼。思わず抜かれてしまった。
I probably should stop this.
こちらです。私、舞い上がっていただきます。お覚悟。トッパル飛びやジャンプ。おりゃ
Okay. That was the biggest thing I needed to stop.
間に合いましたね、マスター。これでもう安心かと。救援成功ですか。手間が省けて助かります。華麗に決め。吹き飛びやがれ。
Do I have the time to stop that plant? Yeah, I have the time to stop that plant.
プランの発見です。私、あれ大嫌いです。こちらで人見やがれ。
侵入したらどこかにロストマトリックスがあるはずだ。
おや、何やら違和感が。この近くにロストマトリクスがあるようです。ご主人様、周囲を探してみましょう。怪しいところに攻撃するのです。
引き続き捜索を続ける。
ジョン、
残りのロストマトリックスも頼む。
この調子で徹底的にぶっ潰します。
中立セクターが奪取された。まあ
ヨウが相手になろう。
中立セクターが奪取された。まあそうだな。
美学大作よく燃えますね。今日こそ決着をつけてやろう。それがこちらのセリフです。お覚悟、皇帝陛下。それなりの強敵ではないか。世も火が入ったぞ。偉大ではないか。もう許さないからな。美学大作
See ya, OCSJ. Hope you weren't gone too long after I said, or too far before I saw that.
こちらです。
That actually should complete my regime matrix.
この調子で徹底的にぶっ潰します。
All right. All right. Just gonna let Emiya do whatever the fuck he wants. He can even hurt me.
その調子で変に遊ばないように。
アーチャーが出現した。撃破に向かってくれ。決着の時だ。
もはや止まりませんね。どこまで行くのか見届けるとしましょう。舞い上がっていただきましょう。
手早く片付けるとしよう。何？ここで貴様を倒してしまえばいいのだろう。
口はな、無粋極まるわけ知り顔ももはや手強い。望み通りウィンドウを渡してくれる。反撃参ります。走ってきました。味方がピンチです。ご主人様。面倒ですが助けに行きましょう。
I always feared this would happen in the middle of a level. It's kind of honestly not the worst level for this to happen in the middle of.
楽しげに制圧したのだ。今日を据える女は違うということか。
ブランド発見で私あれ大嫌いですこちらですして徹底的にぶっ潰します。制圧できましたね、キャスター。その調子で変に遊ばないように。
まだまだ。
華麗に決め。一遊びです。ジャンプ。
逃がさん。
一気目ブランドです。ご主人様、まずはあちらを倒しましょう。ジャンプ。
Hurry up, invasion. I need you over here.
大丈夫です
I do have the right location, right? Just to triple check, yeah.
いいだろう付き合ってやる
華麗に決めジョンこちらですジャンプノンストップです舞い上がっていただきます味方が攻められているようですね
Ooh, no, I don't want to hurt you.
その顔見飽きましただって炎天を払え反撃参ります来ました反撃参りますこちらですジョン大成功さすがですご主人様大成功さすがですご主人
Am I just gonna accidentally?
新王は間に合ったかさすがだ
逃がさん逃がさん
華麗に決めジョンノンストップですフラットですご主人様まずはあちらを倒しましょう
Oh, did not mean to grab that. What's going on in chat? I don't think I've found a single one of the breads I need to find yet. Because those aren't the yakisoba breads, are they? That's not it, is it? It's like, those aren't them, are they? No, they're not. Oh! Oh, no, there we go. Alright, now for a real problem. Okay. Because I grabbed a shit ton of those. And I didn't... For some reason, I thought it was... Do you have to grab them in the arena that... Alright, now for a real issue. I need to get Emiya off my tail and only be in the room with Saber. Because Emiya has too little health for me to drop any supers on Saber.
戦うというなら止めはしない我々が倒すべきはアーチャーだ忘れるな
これぐらいはしていただかないと。
I've been grabbing plenty of those this run.
付き合ってやる
サーバックセーブ消化に応じあらゆる
There. And now I can safely snipe Saber out with a couple things.
天罰敵面よくないのですご主人様まずはあちらを通しましょう今中に
Alright. Archer's gonna enter this room in a second.
こちらも相応の力で応えます頭部外発撃大丈夫こちらです助かります
Soon as he does... Okay. I'm gonna escape the room real quickly and lead Archer out again.
華麗に決めどっとびですノンストップです
Come on. Someone chase me in here.
いいだろう付き合ってやる
ジャンプブランコですご主人様
Where is she?
こちらを通しましょうこちらリズムの神は真は確かにたまに身分三が水天にアマテラスこれ自在にしてみせ
Yep, that's what I'm doing, Tacos.
大羽化の鏡なり発根上来大日照
There we go.
まだ勝負はついていない敵図を追ったかここは退却するほかありません
Alright. Is it more or less safe to kill Saber now?
不明ですが隠しきれないあのオーラ何者でしょう
Or to kill Archer?
この調子で徹底的にぶっ潰しますやりましたねご主人様これで全部私たちの領土です
Ooh.
私の負けだ
At least I succeeded with... At least I didn't fail you, Medusa. Heavens me. Oh, what is it? Oh. Castor seems to be in a bashful mood. No, it's something else. She's humming, whimpering. Oh. I can't hear you, Miss Castor. I tried to hold on, but it only made me blush harder. Heavens me, oopsies. How disgraceful of me, but that's okay. I don't mind being disgraceful. Are you asking me more of what we did this morning? My dear, no need to say it. Of course you're asking. You are, right? Amazing. Her energy is amazing. I can tell she's really pushing for this. For now, I vaguely nod. When I sit next to her like this, her eyes seem like the sun itself. The golden colors are looking at me. Just being here like this makes me feel like they're sucking me in. That's not fair, dear. I've prepared and always will be. And you know, I could just push you over right now anytime. But this is the Millennium Capital, a city I built for my own desires. Here we are in my castle, in my keep, in my special room at the heart of it all. But you with that silent stare of yours. I can't wait any longer. Are you teasing me? Are you baiting me? Whatever challenge you want to give me, I'll take it. My husband. This is the second time we've been like this. Oh, wait, no, this is the same exact cutscene. Okay. And we unlocked Artoria. There we go. Not playing your side story tonight because we are hitting around that 3-hour mark. So I will be ending for tonight. But I will play Artoria's side story when we go through and do our final side story runs. Yeah. Okay. That just leaves Emiya's, who we have to wait until we clear the final chapter, and yeah. Alright, guys. Well, that was a fun Extella stream. I'm going to go ahead and close out Extella here, and we'll chat for a minute. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So, yeah, that took a hot minute. So, opening up my chat here on both screens because this one doesn't have moderator abilities. Okay. So, let's see. Yes, I did see it. There's the Oblivion remaster dropping. I'm curious about it, and I'm sure I'll give it a try at some point, but I don't imagine I'll actually be trying. Again, this is not going to be an on-stream thing. For one, I've just never been a huge... I enjoy the world design of Elder Scrolls, but I've never been one that's liked the gameplay of Elder Scrolls very much. So... But I'll probably give it a try, because I do like the world design and the general writing of it. Yeah. As for streams this week. So it's actually pretty full. We're pretty full on streams this week. Tomorrow, Seki's continuing with FGO. I believe Friday she's going to be back with The Witcher. Thursday we're planning a tea time chat, and I actually want to. I'm sure Seki isn't here anymore. I want to chat with Seki during the tea time chat about potential plans on what we want to do at the Draco event. Whether she wants to wait for the event to rerun altogether, whether she wants to do it sooner, fresh off playing the event, or whether she wants to, or if she wants to do it during, like she wants to just read it next time the event comes around. Interesting. The remaster's taking cues from Dark Souls. That'd be interesting. Sure, Tacos, if you want to tell me what Lubu's Bond costume is. As for this Saturday, I'm going to be doing FGO myself. We're going to try the two my two remaining New Olga quests. I'm hoping to be able to beat those because they are required for the final ending, I'm pretty sure. But it'll be... I actually probably would have done them on my own time. In fact, I did the first one on my own time. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Artoria's Bond costume. I'd have done them on my own time, but there's not really that much of a reason I haven't done them on my own time here yet. I just figured it's a good chance to get things, because it's been a minute since I've streamed FGO. Last time I streamed FGO was Ordeal Call 4. I don't even think I did the stream for any gacha since then. So the plan is mostly to make sure everything's working, because I have to do some new settings on my capture card because it's just the way my phone app reacts with it. And also, I'd like to get the Discord stream chat working, which it worked during Xenoblade, which is like the big test. If it worked with Xenoblade, I could probably get it to work on something else. So, oh, Yeah, no, now you mentioned, I think I do remember that her Bond costume just looks like MHX. I think that might be a DLC costume though. Either way, yeah, no, I'm gonna be doing Olga mostly to test out technicals, so we might not immediately get started on the Olga fights. Instead, it might be Knick-Knack playing around with his technical settings and shifting camera positions, mostly to get ready for Ordeal Call 4. Because regardless of whether I beat the Olga fights, we're doing Ordeal Call 4 next week at launch on the 30th. And after that launch, we'll see how far I get into it. If I can beat it all in one stream, wonderful. But if I need to break for the night, we'll be back Thursday night as well. I'm actually going to plan to do a back-to-back streams if I need to. So yeah. Any other general channel updates? I've already put the Seki Reacts coming this Friday. I don't have a hint for it. I think I was pretty obvious with my hints besides the initial hint from the Seki Reacts video. I guess I could talk about this. The Fate Stay Night script, I'm working on that right now. I actually think I will have it good to go by the FGOJP anniversary. And I think that will be the FGOJP anniversary video. If I finish Extella, like, far enough in advance, I might try to get Extella out before, like, the Extella video out before the Fate Stay Night video. But it feels a little bit wrong, because I don't want to hold Extella off till way after the anniversary, just because it's a shorter game, an easier... Like, I'm already almost done with the script because I've been working on the individual story scripts as I go. And I just have to edit it before the final version. I don't expect there'll be as long a turnaround for the Extella script or for the Extella video as there was for CCC or even Extra. It'll probably be pretty quick turnaround. Honestly, what I might try to do is get the Extella script out by NA's anniversary, depending on how these streams and scripting and editing work out. But we'll see. Because I do need to be putting time into that Fate Stay Night video. I really do. That video is going to be much longer, and ideally, I would like to put a little bit more into it than I did the CCC video, and maybe do a little bit more to make it read a little bit more naturally than I did with CCC. I wasn't too happy with how CCC turned out. I don't know, Tacos. Honestly, I might try Extella first, because Extella is going to be a quicker... It's not going to be as long a video. It'll be a lot shorter, most likely. But Fate Stay Night is read and done, and I'm a good chunk into the script at this point. It's just going to be a long video to record and edit. Yeah, Frostshard. That's my expectation too. It's a much simpler script than Extra CCC is. I'll probably have some fun comments on it, but it's not going to be the 1.5 hour monster that CCC was. I could probably get it recorded in one night, edited in another, and be good to go. And I don't feel like I absolutely need to have a lot put into it either. Yes, I did Fate Stay Night Remastered. That said, I will actually be having some cross-comparison moments for the original, for the first fan. I know there's 2 fan translations that are out there. I forget their names. But the first one that was put out, I've actually read all of the Fate route on that one and most of the UBW route on that one. Because originally, after the Mihoyo video was put out, I actually intended to have another Fate Stay Night video. But for bad emulator reasons, that never ended up panning out. And honestly, I'm glad I held out because it was much better to read. I honestly think that I was much happier reading Heaven's Feel with the new translation. Interesting. Was there another one after that? I don't know. I actually don't mind, because GSSR and Destiny Order roles. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know, because GSSR and Destiny Order, I don't typically like waiting on those too much, because because even though I play stuff with the channel, I do like to do stuff with my brother on those. So like I immediately like do mine and cross compare with my brother, and I usually have a lot because my family celebrates holidays pretty intensely. So with an anniversary often landing on or around 4th of July, and JP anniversary often falling, or not anniversary, and JP anniversary just being in the middle of the goddamn night when it drops. It's a little harder for me to get that going on stream. That I probably actually can do JP's anniversary on Destiny Order because I do plan to stream those this year if I'm in town. But yeah, I know NA Destiny Order and GSSR stuff. You can probably get Seki to do it on stream. You probably won't see me be doing it on stream. Also, it's a little hard to do it on stream in a tea time chat for both of us because we would have to coordinate Seki sharing her screen on Discord, or I would have to do it. It's not impossible. I would have to have Seki organize it though, because I don't know what Seki would be able to share it. I could make something like that work. It would just be complicated. I just don't think it'd be worth it. You guys will probably see mine because I'll probably be streaming the JP anniversary this year, and Seki's probably going to do hers on stream as she usually does. And we actually did do the Frostshard. We already did plan out GSSR and Destiny Order. We did it on it wasn't a tea time chat. It was, if you go back to, there's an Extella stream. One of the narrow ones is, I think it's second narrow stream, is way longer than you would expect it to be. And it's not because I suck at the game, even though I suck at the game. It's because we spent like the second half of that stream just going over GSSR and Destiny Order for the next anniversary. So if you want to see that, go look at the end of the second narrow week stream of for Extella. That was kind of what gave us the idea for Tea Time Chats, was us just chilling. Honestly, if y'all want to hear me talk about like FGO news or gaming news with Saki, that's kind of where has been in the Tea Time Chats mostly. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that sucks, Frostshard. We haven't done too many FGO things in Tea Time streams. The only thing we've really done is we've talked about the Draco event a little bit and her gameplay experience with it. And we made tentative plans to do an off-the-shelf for the Draco event story. We're just not sure how that's going to look yet. Any last-minute things here? I guess I can look ahead a little bit on my stream plans here. I haven't caught any movies in a hot minute, actually. I haven't even gone and done my sat in the theater to watch kids throwing popcorn at Chicken Jockey yet. We're trying to see Minecraft, but that's its own thing on its own time. I am going to the movies this Friday, though. I'm seeing Revenge of the Sith, the re-release, with my brothers and dad. Nah, I have no plans for Kashin Koji. It's very rare I try to roll on a time or a non-limited servant, and I already actually have her on JP. I'm not that impressed with her on JP. Nice, Tacos, nice. Wait, what's being left to me? I can't see my So Dakota Doyle, I did see that news about Disney ceasing production on live action remakes. I don't know how true that is, actually. I saw it going viral, but I pull it up and nobody else is reporting on it. Not a single other news source. Oh, shoot. Is that Seki?
Yeah, hold on.
Like, it's a funny meme, but I can't find the source behind that outside of outside of literally just the initial post that went viral, which was up like a full day before it went viral. So I don't know. I'm not sure that's actually true. And trust me, I'm no fan of the Disney live action remakes. I actually quite hate the majority of them.
What are we discussing?
There was a viral story that went around, was it yesterday, about the Disney live action remakes being, all production of them being put on pause because of how badly Snow White bombed. And I was just saying that I only saw one news source reporting on it. It went viral, but it was just that one news source, and no other reputable news sources were reporting on that, which you would think it'd be big news if it was a reliable story.
I mean, I'm gonna be... Hiya, Nemesis. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's probably pretty unlikely because Snow White might have bombed, but a lot of their other live-action remakes have not.
Yeah.
So having one bad apple does not ending an entire line of production make. However, what I will say is they've actually gotten through most of the original promised backlog of remakes that they were going to make. So it's likely that they slow down production on live-action remakes just because they've run through a lot of their backlog.
Hi, Nora,
Also,
Louise Stream. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like watching the video, and that's obviously a little bit behind you actually talking, so.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I just got back. I am chilling now.
You haven't really missed much. There were some questions on whether or not we would be doing our GSSR and Destiny order pulls for FGO on a tea time chat this year. I was telling them probably not because I tend to do that stuff with my brother, and you usually just end up doing that kind of stuff on stream anyways.
I'll probably do it on stream. It just might not be a tea time chat. Yeah. If anything, it might be like that me drawing for Juge earlier. And just, you know, do it like as like a little like 30-minute thing. Mm-hmm. I just got a notification that a game that I have been waiting for has gone on sale.
Did you see?
Not waiting for per se, but you know.
Did you see that they're probably remastering, or it's all but confirmed that this week there's going to be an Oblivion remaster coming out? I know you played.
Know what? Somebody mentioned that somewhere else. Yeah. I've technically only played Morrowind and like 6 minutes of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Well, because after I played Skyrim so long ago, and I didn't really know how to play a game like that, so I kind of didn't do super well on it. And then I was like, why don't I just start with Morrowind?
I know a lot of long-time Elder Scrolls fans swear that Morrowind and Oblivion are better than Skyrim anyways.
Morrowind has been interesting. I'm kind of playing it like in a group with some other people. And not per se that we're like playing it well, yeah, we're playing like a single character collaboratively basically. So it literally will just like be watching stuff and then be like, hey, out of these 3 dialogue options, what should we choose? And then we just communally vote on what to pick. So, probably not the most optimal way to play. But it's what we're doing. Yeah. For Noir Louise, I think AAA games are one of those things where I've wanted to play them for so long. So, and now that I've picked up a lot of older generation AAA games, like on really good sales, and I've been trying to play through them, and I have been kind of learning as I go in terms of like how these games play. Actually, we were just chatting in the Discord earlier, and a little bit in I think our comments of the video that went live today, but like I tried Gotham Knights on my own, and I was really struggling with it. You know, like Gotham Knights was pretty big when it came out. I mean, I'm sure you remember it, Nick Knack.
I remember people shitting on it.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, it seemed like a game that would be up my alley, and then I tried playing it, and playing it on my own was not very fun. You know?
Hang on, you have a camera?
I do.
Let's just fuck it. Let's do this. Give me a minute. I might as well just throw this up here at this point.
Okay. All right. This is me after a full day. No, no prep.
Hang on, I have to disable my camera now. Properties, deactivate here so I can activate it on Discord. Hey guys, impromptu tea time chat. No, it's just probably a lot nicer than having me just talking to the side there.
A little bit easier than trying to manage it the other way around.
Yeah.
As I do my FGO dailies. We've got a Lotto event coming up, right?
Yeah, it'll be it's Ilya's Castle.
Okay, alright. I'm waiting for the Lotto.
It's the entire event is supposed to be a reference to. Do you remember that Japanese game show that Wipeout was based off of?
Yes.
It's literally a reference to that. Now in practice, it's just like that Neurofest you played, with a few extra bells and whistles. But it's like the theme and the gimmick is supposed to be that.
If it makes you feel better, Dakota Doyle, I tried playing Skyrim, and I got given a quest, and I couldn't figure out how to activate the map to figure out where I needed to go. And I ran in the wrong direction for a while, and then I gave up. So, Skyrim was not my most illustrious attempt.
Look, Tacos,
at gaming.
I absolutely will get the group together to do a Hollow Ataraxia Ilias Castle stream, if Ilias Castle is included in the Hollow Ataraxia remaster. Because trust me, I feel like that would be kind of fucking funny.
Probably.
You've seen the game. Remember in the End of Carnival Phantasm, there was that random thing where the voice actors were playing a game in character? That was actually a game that you could play. Yeah.
Nora Louise, that was the problem. Lewis, or I think it's Lewis. Well, I think it's Lewis. Yeah, it was the problem I had with Witcher. I've talked about it to Nick Nack before, but like, I started playing Witcher 1, and I just got incredibly lost in like chapter 1 and chapter 2. And I really struggled for like a couple of streams not like being able to figure out what I needed to do, because there wasn't a prescribed order and you could kind of just do anything whenever. And so it wasn't until I got to like chapter 3 and things became more linear that I started actually progressing at a really decent rate and making my way through like multiple quests in a stream, as opposed to just sitting with the same 3 quests active for like 6 hours across 2 streams.
I when I do open-ended games, I get bad choice fatigue.
That's why you don't play Baldur's Gate with me.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the entire reason. I got like a little bit into chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate. I'm like, this is fun. What am I doing? What do I want to do? Dropped it and picked up some other game.
At some point, you know what we need to do is we need to get all 4 of us together and try an honor mode run for the channel.
Honor mode?
Yeah, the 4 of us playing honor mode on multiplayer.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, I just got a notification that went on sale. It was Helldivers that went on sale.
Nice. Helldivers 2?
Helldivers.
Oh, the original.
Well, I figure, you know what, if the original is on a good enough sale, I'd be willing to buy both together, you know? And the original is currently $3.99, so... might shell out for Helldivers and Helldivers 2 on the basis that, like, if I split that sale in half, it's like getting 40% off of each game.
I'm on wall.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
but the problem is, Noir, is that in Baldur's Gate, for all intents and purposes, the DM is Withers and yourself, you know? Um which is the problem, I think, for Knick-Knack, is that there's a bunch of, especially in Act 1, there's not really a prescribed order in which to do any of the main quests, let alone the side quests. Like, in fact, there's only, like, one decision you can make in Act 1 that even locks you out of, like, a couple other quests. And it's just, do you want to go good or evil, basically. Beyond that, it does not matter what you do things in. You can do the Hag first, you could do the Goblin Camp first, you can go do the Paladins first, some people don't even bother to go get Withers, some people get Withers before they clear the Grove. It's just so many options, you know? Right, Knick-Knack?
Yeah. I think
It's unfortunate, I think, because Act 2 is a lot more linear in Baldur's Gate 3, because by the time you get to Act 2, you're sort of being shoehorned down particular routes, and if you want to keep yourself from being locked out of certain quests, you have to do things in specific orders. But then Act 3 is almost worse than Act 1, because you have, like, the conclusion of, like, 7 different major quests, and it doesn't matter what order you do them in. Because it basically just, everything you can do in the city, the order only matters for like one quest before you trigger the end, and you don't even have to do most of the quests. Like, you can genuinely just skip a bunch of stuff in Act 3 and it doesn't matter. Not really. So long as you get to level 12. Like, there are people who have Astarion in their party and never do Cazador, you know? There are people who have Gale in their party and they never go and get the books, you know? You can have Shadowheart in your party and never go deal with Viconia. Because it doesn't matter. Like, really. So, yeah. Act 2 is the most structured of the three.
I've always been just in general, I've always been a much bigger JRPG person than a Western RPG person. Western RPGs have always had a lot more non-linearity to them and a lot more of an emphasis on side content than JRPGs typically tend to, at least not in the same way. So I've always been a lot more, I like linearity in my story.
Sure, it's not entirely wrong. I mean, because one of the things in Act 3 is you pick whether to do Gortash or Orin first. But even that, it doesn't matter what you do first. Actually, the only linearly connected, like, 2 quests is the rescue from the prison and siding with Gortash. So if you side with him over Orin, and then you do rescue from the prison, it locks you out of a couple options. And if you side with him and you don't do rescue from the prison, it locks you out of a couple options. But that's a good evil choice, basically. Is that the line of that choice comes down to whether you're playing good or evil, right? So it doesn't really matter beyond whether you want to be good or evil. Especially because you can game Orin to kind of pick who she... Like, you can choose who she takes from your party. And I know a lot of people just don't want to fight her when they're doing, like, honor mode runs and stuff, because she's a really hard fight in honor mode, so they'll just let her take the party member that they use least and then move on. Be like, whatever, I didn't need them.
I had not heard of Japanese TRPG. I'm curious, though, if you're saying they have more linear stories.
Do you mean, like, just Japanese TTRPGs, or are you TRPG something different from TTRPG?
Well, here's the thing. I'm seeing... While there are Japanese TTRPGs, There's one that like I'm seeing online just called the Japanese tabletop RPG.
Okay, so it is a TTRPG.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was a little confused there. But yeah, okay. I don't know specific like Japanese ones, but like D&D is far from the only TTRPG system that I'm familiar with because I've played Kids on Brooms,
Whoa.
Pathfinder, I've played different editions of Dungeons and Dragons, I've played Call of Cthulhu, I've played Scum and Villainy, and a couple other systems as well. And I have the books and have read the books through for The Witcher TTRPG and The Lord of the Rings TTRPG and a couple others. So I am very well aware of different TTRPG systems.
Where you play or write the story in your GM journal.
Oh, okay. I think I get what they mean with tabletop role playing games. I think it's there's a way to play D&D that is similar to this, but it's basically if I'm understanding right is that rather than be focused on like fights and rolling and checks and stuff, it is very much a group led theater of the mind, talk your way through a story, without really needing to rely on, oh, like I would like to play a tune and earn some money, and the DM, instead of going, all right, roll for performance, goes, what tune would you like to play, you know, and kind of gets really into the actual role play of it and less the mechanical aspect of the game.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
At least I think that's what you mean. I could be entirely wrong. But I know a couple people who play D&D in that style. Google this as well, because now I'm curious. Okay, let's see.
I'm pretty like I've only played through basically two TTRPGs, D&D 5e and D&D. I honestly can't remember if I think it's AD&D, like the original AD&D. Because my father runs one of the really early ones when he plays.
That's fair.
Deco.
Okay. I'm looking at the Ryutama. I might get myself a PDF of this just to read through it and stuff. The thing is, there's a few games I run that lean very heavily on. Oh God. Sorry, I know you didn't hear that, but I heard it. There's a few things that I play that lean. Jesus fuck! What is playing music? Oh my God. I like clicked into a different tab and all of a sudden 3 different songs started playing at the same time.
Look, it's a good thing I'm the one streaming on my end. Let me just say that. Get that under control before the next time you stream off your PC, please.
To be fair, I'm not usually in a Google tab when I stream. Yeah. But I incorporate a lot of elements of other tabletop roleplay systems into some of my games because I think vanilla D&D can be improved to suit your players better. Because there are aspects of vanilla D&D that aren't going to suit every playstyle and every group. And so I think variety is the spice of life, and being able to take inspiration from a ton of different places makes it much easier. Dakota Doyle, I want to try Dragon Age Veilguard. I have it downloaded. Fresh Art. I have played Savage Worlds. That's one of the ones I have played. You know, Fresh Art, I've never run a game that's more geared towards fully theater of the mind. Although I will say my current monthly game is probably the closest that I've gotten to like a more theater of the mind style game, because it is quite rare that we have to It's quite rare that we end up having to like sit down and work out mechanics and stuff in that game. I think the most mechanical we've gotten in the last 3 sessions was my players went gambling, and I literally played the part of the house, and we legitimately gambled, sitting at the table.
There are 2 paths to a TTRPG player. Learn 50 different TTRPGs, so you always have a TTRPG for whatever mood you're in the mood for, whatever kind of game you're in the mood for, or just homebrew D&D to hell and back.
Until it's almost unrecognizable in the case of the Fate D&D game.
Yep. My brother and I eventually do just want to like take it and just recreate it from the ground up under its own like unique system.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of changes that could be made to make it a lot more manageable, especially when it comes to the way that the servants function as opposed to the players. That's the big thing. Is I think the mechanics for each need to be quite separate rather than trying to run off the exact same type of sheet and stuff and then just like modifying all the modifiers and stuff.
That's pretty much what we've been looking at too, is like basically giving servants their own unique types of stats and their own like basically play style.
See, Freshard, Theater of the Mind in my game makes everything take 10 times longer. Because my players like to, and I encourage this, my players like to be in character talking to each other in any given situation. Like, I'll be like, you're standing in front of, like, the Oracle, what do you do? And, you know, I caution them. I was like, everything that you say at the table is basically in character unless you specify to me that it's not. And they'll be, like, three shades deep into accents, 4 of them in discussion, you know, the other 3 discussing something totally different because they're in a different group. It's, you know, it's very chaotic, but it's fun for them.
You are on the tabletop. Everything you say can and will be used against you by the DM of this game.
In a court of law. Dakota Doyle, I don't know. See, here's the thing. I own all of the Dragon Age games up to Veilguard. I don't own Veilguard myself. Well, actually, I do on PlayStation. But I have the rest on PC. And I've not played a single Dragon Age game. And honestly, I was just gonna try Veilguard and see if I liked it. And then if I did, I can go back and play some of the older games. Because that's what I'm doing with Baldur's Gate. I started with Baldur's Gate 3. And then I ended up going back and picking up Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 to play. See, Freshard, mine are less psychotic. And the thing is, when you put a group of like 5 anthropologists, an English major, like a music major, and like a mapping and human mapping major at a table together, and then give them full creative reign over a campaign that is like half homebrewed and half isn't. Like, I've got 3 drow characters who have fully rewritten the entire lore of how drow society works, right? Like, top to bottom, we have a 20-page document talking about drow rituals, drow culture, like drow cities, drow clothing, drow behavior, what words they use. They have like a specific accent they use. We have something similar for the orcs that was compiled by our 3 orc players. They're insane. They're nuts. It's like one of my players, I love her to death, but she comes in and she's like, listen here. See, what we're going to do is we're going to sneak in the back way, right? And we're going to do this like this. And just the entire time she'll be talking like that, and it's so much fun.
So, Seki, you know what I've invested in with the knowledge that we might eventually want to do some FGO at my place and not have to lose out on good audio quality?
Yeah?
So I got myself a new pair of over-the-ear headphones. That way they can be lent to someone and not have to worry about in-the-ear stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got like the little like USB or not USB audio aux cable. So I was like, how long do I want this audio aux cable to be?
Long. I promise you, long. Yep.
This thing literally, I'm pretty sure if I were to I could probably walk this all the way to the other end of the room.
Yeah.
So, like, if you come over, can I recommend bringing one of your own pairs of headphones just in case you're the one primarily streaming? Because if you're the one primarily streaming, this is a great cable for me to be sitting at the coffee table.
See, but what is it? What does it plug into? Yeah. Okay. So my spare set of headphones that doesn't stay linked to my computer, USB plug-in. And my other set of headphones has too short of an aux cord to be used in. Well, I guess it could be used with that, but it's. I also don't like to travel with those. I have 4 sets of over-the-ear headphones, right? Is that these 2? I have 2 of this pair, which I keep at the computer for when you and I both need to be on headphones, right? And then I have a set that's USB plug-in, exclusively, and then I have my really old but really nice set that I don't like to travel with anymore, because I've had it since I was in 7th grade, and I don't want to risk damaging them. Do you remember the cat ear headphones, like the big black ones, the ones that like the original Brookfield release that was like by the indie company before they partnered with Ariana Grande? It's those, and I have like the original set before they went Bluetooth and multicolor when they were just one color, and I don't like to travel with those. Just in case, because I don't want to knock them around in my bag or anything.
I'm just saying,
like, at this point, they're antique.
I'm just saying, because like right now the setup is pretty geared towards I'm the one primarily on screen, and that works when I'm primarily the one on screen. When I'm not the one primarily on screen, though, there's not much, like, we don't have that much wiggle room here.
I'll see about finding another set of headphones. I might have another set floating around, or if not, I can just pick up another new set.
Like, even if it's just like a cheap pair of earbuds or something like that that you never use.
I actually don't keep wired earbuds anymore. I only have that set that Vorn gifted me, the elf ears. And those are Bluetooth. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I've got either something really old, or I'll just buy a pair of headphones. I wouldn't mind there's an upgraded version of these that I haven't gotten yet. Wouldn't mind buying myself the upgraded version for use on my setup, and then I'll leave one of these pairs over at yours. You know what? That's valid, Frostshard. You really should you should take care of your undead army. They deserve it. But I mean, like, that's also not the worst. I mean, I have a 20-foot charging cable in my bedroom so that I can access a charging cable from anywhere on my bed without having to get up and move. Like, that, it's express purpose. It never leaves my room, and it's expressly so that anywhere I am in my bedroom, I can be plugged into a cable and not have to move. It does one thing and one thing alone, and it is the single most useful charging cable I've ever purchased.
On Saturday, I get to work through the logistics of how FGO is going to look while keeping myself accessible to the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't quite work.
Once you figure it out, let me know.
My current thought process here is plug... Okay, so I've got the 2 monitors here. Both can do separate audio outputs. Now, this is going to be kind of fuck, because I'm going to have to fuck around with my base settings to run FGO. But I'm thinking if I move my primary audio output to my secondary monitor, so that my primary monitor, which has the FGO gameplay, isn't outputting sound, but if it's feeding sound into the capture card, I can export sound out of OBS and do OBS audio output, so I'm still getting the audio that way. It's a little complicated, but I made it work for Xenoblade. It was just Xenoblade's setup didn't require me to be using my primary monitor. So I didn't have to switch around my settings.
Frostshard, I'll raise you one. My players currently have a bag of holding that holds the Lich phylactery of the ancient blue dragon Lich, Saphir and 18 other Lich phylacteries. because they looted a hoard. And no one ever told them, don't touch the phylacteries. Oh, I'm streaming FGO in the morning.
Yes, yes, you are.
I'm streaming Babylonia in the morning.
No more fake outs. There's no events. I'm kidding. Mostly.
There won't be a fake out. However, I think I will probably only stream for 2 hours because I have a new computer desk to set up. That I want to get built tomorrow, and I have a limited amount of time. I was supposed to get it set up Sunday, and then I took a 5-hour nap. Unsanctioned. Unallowed. Not intentionally. And now I'm playing catch-up.
Speaking of catch-up, we have videos we need to record.
Yeah, I was going to ask when you had free time for that.
Well, my free time was Thursday before we decided to do a tea time chat, and I didn't think about the fact that that was kind of my last free day of the week.
Yeah, that's fair. What about tomorrow night?
I could make tomorrow night work, at least for off the shelf stuff.
No, off the shelf specifically.
Yeah. I could not make
3 of those to do.
Could not make the next Reacts work tomorrow because I don't really want to be traveling and be out that late tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we'll do the off the shelves.
Okay.
Speaking of, this week's videos were up on time in advance for once. That's the first time in like 6 weeks.
Oh shit, do you have Friday's Reacts already up?
Yeah, and
nice.
it's tagged.
Oh, nice.
I had a very productive midnight this morning. Winter was like, we should play Repo again as a group. Winter tried to get me to play Repo again last night when I couldn't sleep. I was like, no.
I couldn't on Repo. I don't know how many of you guys... I think Frostshard was there. But I couldn't on Repo. I started and I played like
struggling.
3 matches in and I was dying of motion sickness.
You were struggling. I felt bad because I don't have an issue with that game. Were you there for the weird trudge punching that Frostshard clipped?
Yes, I was watching on just from my bed.
Yeah.
My brother laughed at me for getting sick on Repo, by the way.
Does your brother play?
Oh, my brother loves Repo. He and his friends play all the time.
Oh God. The thing is, it's not the sort of game I would ever want to play alone, but it get me in a group, It's fun enough. Yeah, trudge hugs. There's like, also, Freshard, you'll be interested to know that Winter is now interested in Tradewinds Classic because she is curious as to why that game has such a history with me. So she's probably going to be borrowing it from my Steam library to give it a try.
Yes, I was also saying to embrace the trudge.
I did at one point. I just reached out for him and was like, hey, come here.
Seki, you went and saw Minecraft with another group of friends, right?
Actually, just me and Winter went to see it together.
Did you
Yeah.
did that showing have the Superman preview at the front of it?
Yes.
Did you?
Did I see Jack in it? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I watched that online. That's it's just Jack.
I did in fact see Jack in it.
You're a movie star.
I was like, hey, I know that dog. I do want to see it. I think in the general scheme of movies I want to watch this year is I want to watch the How to Train Your Dragon movie. I do want to watch the Superman movie. I'm interested. So, and me and a couple other people need to go see Minecraft soon.
Yes, you did, Tacos. You did tell me it was my dog. Now, I saw that before, but like that preview solidified it. Because
No.
Jack would absolutely do what Crypto did in that preview.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially the jump.
Yeah. It's your bedtime, isn't it? That's why you're all teddy bear mode right now.
I was gonna say, Jack Jack is like the chillest dog for his size. Like, normally, dogs that size and smaller tend to be like absolute terrors in my experience. Like, cute terrors, but terrors. And Jack Jack is just constantly the chillest dog that I've ever hung out with, you know?
He's just a
Constant.
living teddy bear, except for when he's excited to play.
Yeah. But even when he plays, it's like fun play, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's adorable.
You're heavy.
Does he weigh a peachy?
Yeah, about. He's a lot sturdier than a Peachy, but he weighs about a Peachy.
How much does he weigh? I'm curious.
He's within a healthy weight, according to the vet.
Yeah, but what is that weight?
I don't remember. I have to go look at his paperwork. But the problem is he's
over under 20.
I don't remember. He's very stocky is the problem. So
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say,
he's
because he
dense.
looked yeah, I mentioned last time I saw him in person, I was like, he's a little chunkier than he was about 6 weeks ago. So.
His thing is that he's just like his body's very dense, so and not all of it's fat. Like that's how he's built. He has short legs and a wider body in general.
Yeah. See you, Noir. Have a good rest of your workday, I suppose, because that's your time zone.
Yeah.
Valid. He is Tacos. He's just a little dude. Peachy has in fact been actually surprisingly active recently. Like, she's been like alternating like very active and very sedentary. It's very funny because if I'm at my desk, she is in her chair napping. But if I'm away from my desk, or if she thinks that she can get me to pet her, she's jumping and moving and running, and going indoors and outdoors and stuff, so she's moving. You know, for a given value, Peachy is moving. She doesn't look fatter. I think. She has been delightfully, yeah, Tacos, 100%. It's actually really cute, because she just, I moved the comfy chair back in here so when Knick Knack was here, he could have the chair that wasn't the shitty-ass green chair I've had for, like, 2 decades. And she adores it. Like, she nestles herself right into, like, the divot right between, like, the back and, like, the bottom, and just sleeps. Oh, send meme. Send it! That fucking game. It's becoming my white whale. I am Moby Dick, and this is my white whale. I'm gonna be so honest, I had such plans when I first streamed that game. I was like, I'm gonna do a Trade Winds, and I'll do a Dark Parables, and then in a month, I'll do another Trade Winds, I'll do another Dark Parables, and then I'll do a different Trade Winds, and another Dark Parables, and I was gonna get through all 5 Trade Winds, I was gonna play the first 5 Dark Parables, and then continue the rest of the Dark Parables on their own, and I just... I have not been able to open that game since, because I'm just so upset about it. Like, I must beat it now. I must. It is our white whale, Frost Shard. Told my mom about it because she used to play Trade Winds with me when I was a kid. And she was just like, oh, well, first of all, you picked the wrong character to start out with. And second of all, that's not how you should have done it. You should have done it this way. And I was like, thanks. That would have been nice to know 7 hours ago when I was raging at this game.
Alright, well, I think it's his bedtime. If I don't get him moving now, he's going to literally fall asleep on my gut.
That is fair.
So we will see all. Well, Seki will see you all tomorrow. I'll be back, and we'll be doing another tea time chat as of this on this Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Oh, see you all around, guys.